Hey team, Andre here from the Hunters Club. No doubt a lot of you guys and girls out there will be getting fizzed up about opening weekend that's upon us in a day or two. So we figured we'd help you get in the mood with the Hunting and Fishing New Zealand flashback to our duck shooting escapades from last season. Stay safe and shoot straight.
I'll use your phone this time, big dog.
No, pockets done up. Safe.
So it's been a couple of months and we're out goose shooting in about March, so we're now mid-season of the duck shooting season, and we've sort of been looking for some birds, and we've found a few living on this swamp. So we've made our way in first thing this morning after a setup last night, and we're looking forward to a few mallards. We're going to sit it out all day and hope something comes of it that's worth filming. But at the moment we've got real calm conditions and it's real foggy, so we're not sure what's going to happen.
A few more down your end and a couple more up the back. I'll put a couple up the back here.
When duck shooting, it always pays to keep the makeup compact handy.
Doing good there, big dog.
Cheers, mate.
Here are the other colours.
Does that mind look alright?
Need more.
Well, we're just coming up to shooting light, so it's time to get rid of the head torch and get the earmuffs on. There's definitely a few birds starting to fly around as well. It's dead still this morning, so we're a bit concerned that wherever these birds are coming from, they might hear our shooting, which could make things pretty tough. But all I can say, it's awesome to be out in a place like this. It's pretty special. Here comes one straight on from the right. You ready, Blair?
Yeah. Straight on from the right.
Hey, Blair. First pair of the morning, Blair was pretty sharp. 2 birds down, and now there's stuff flying everywhere. There's a lot of ducks, heaps of them coming around.
Yep.
Well, that was pretty good. Another 2 down there. I got one with the first shot, missed the second, and Blair got one with his shot. Plenty of birds around, so it's pretty exciting. Going from the right, Dave. You can go. Coming around from the left, come around our backs. Here comes a single. Real poor shooting right then. Poor shooting.
I wasn't going to say anything, but...
Oh my god.
No, that was just shocking. Bad shooting. It happens sometimes.
We just got a deal struck with mates at Benelli, and I think they might be kicking us to the curb.
Yeah, mate.
Carry on like that.
Oh man, I can't even give an excuse there. There's none. I would have been 2 foot behind it the whole time. Two mallards starting to circle around. So still we've got to be quite quiet. It's quite unique. Comes a single. That one decoyed perfectly. What we've done here, we've got a big group of mallards out to our right. Back's a bit of a wall with a hole in front of us. We've just got a few geese on the outside for sort of impact. And that one landed right on the point we were hoping they will. You can hear every little bit of noise at the moment.
Ready? Down?
Yep. One was stone.
You took the closest.
Yeah, I know. That was the back bird though. Single mallard.
Don't look smacking, mate.
Yep, pretty smacking. Give a single from the right. Yep.
Low fog aids in the lads' concealment, but it's not doing them any favours in terms of spotting birds.
There's one coming around, Dave. Oh. Still one coming around. Yep, we're gonna smack him.
Good shooting.
Was good shooting.
Good redemption.
3 ducks, Dave. Dumping hard. You on them? They're flying so low because of the fog, eh? Ducks. Straight at us. Coming across the top. Oh, there's 2 more. So coming around from our backs.
In front.
Boys.
Oh, the singles coming.
Some parries.
Yep. Banging in.
Blast it.
Nice.
That was good.
Oh look, clearing.
It is clearing. So just getting a couple of ducks down here, we can still see them, so it's just time to pick them up before they disappear.
One of the bonuses of shooting ducks at this time of the year is that the cool conditions keep the birds in tip-top shape.
Stay still. Did alright to get them that far out. I think they're going for a feed, those ones. So the fog's burned off now, and we're in some pretty stunning surroundings, but being so calm, it's going to be pretty tough going. We've managed to pick up a few birds. They were on 13 mallards and 4 parries, so overall going pretty well, and we've still got a lot of daylight left, so see what's going to come in the next sort of 6 to 8 hours.
We got a massive mob.
Big mob, Dave, like shitloads.
There's 5 of them in total, directly above us.
Whole heap of ducks. Coming around from the front left. No. Those are not ideal. You might come back round though.
Yes, top, yeah. There's 2 coming back as well. There's 2 above us, directly above us.
Coming around from the left, coming around our backs. Teasing. 2 from the left.
Go, mate. You ready? Yep.
Use 3 straight on. I think we're a bit unlucky there.
It is going to do it though.
The single still looks pretty keen.
Good shooting.
That thing got walloped.
He's actually going way down the back.
This one's dumping.
Shot.
The wind seems to have picked up a touch, helping clear the low fog and encouraging the ducks to take to the sky.
Come on, mate. You've lost your opportunities, Billy.
No, I wasn't sure if you were going to pick them up out hard left.
Do you know what, today you are just full of excuses.
No.
Yes.
Here they come. There, Dave. Ready? Go. That's the same too. I thought that right one was going to come round better for you, eh? Pair then, they were coming around the back of us a wee bit. Yeah, not too bad. We're starting to chalk up a decent number of birds.
It seems Anto might be guilty of counting his chickens before they've hatched, or to put it another way, counting his ducks before they've splashed, as the foggy conditions that were plaguing the guys earlier in the morning soon return. You can't fight the weather, so Anto and Blair will need to stay sharp and make use of their other senses to detect any incoming birds.
Ooh. They're coming.
Here they come. You right?
Yep.
Woohoo!
Well done, boys.
Well, we've been sitting in the fog for probably the last 20 minutes, half an hour, and we just heard the wing beats coming, and two just ghosted in and no chance to capture them on camera, let alone shoot them. As we just held our ground, and then two more just appeared out of the fog, camera rolling, and perfect shooting. Here we go. There it goes, up quite high. It's looking. Well, it's still real foggy and really calm, and we just heard a drake do a couple of calls and managed to sort of get organised, and then caught him flying around the fog and calling at him. He started to respond and come right into us, so pretty happy with that. Here it comes, straight on, Dave. Give him, take a Blair. Well, again, another bird just come out of the fog just as it's been breaking. We heard him like a typical drake quack, and yeah, not too bad. Took a couple of shots, but he did start flaring out to the side when he saw us.
The fog manages to lift again in the early afternoon, but there's barely a breath of wind on the water, and the stillness of the surface, as well as in the reeds, means that any movement from the guys stands out a mile away. So for the next hour or so, the birds frustratingly keep their distance.
So we're coming up to lunchtime, and as always, the birds are slowed down. So I thought I'd take the time to talk about what loads we've been using today. I've been using my old favourite, the Federal Speed Shock, which is a fast shooting steel load, but also had the opportunity to try out the new bismuth. So the biggest difference of the bismuth to steel is that it's got a density that's really close to lead. That means it's got real hard hitting performance, and those birds that are just a little bit further out, you get really clean kills. Another benefit for the guys using the 20 gauges that have having to use non-toxic shot this year is that the bismuth gives you that sort of hitting power that you're used to when you're using lead, but it's non-toxic. So the cartridges may look the same, but there is a weight difference. This is 1 ounce and 3/8 compared to the Speed Shock, which is 1 ounce and 1/4.
After a hot feed, the guys use the dead time of the day to get a couple of jobs done, cleaning up any spent wads and cartridges, as well as picking up any shot birds on the pond.
Oh, straight on. No. You weren't ready, were you?
As before, the ducks maintain a safe distance, preferring to touch down on the edge of the spread, well outside the range of Anto and Blair.
They were definitely interested in this end though, like all of them.
There's a lot more action in the air though, so surely it's only a matter of time before a pair of mallards commit.
Oh man, I was tempted to squeeze off on that. Single to the left. Oh. Here comes two straight on.
All I want is 2 coffees straight on. What do you got?
Geese.
Where are they?
Out here.
Oh yeah. Well, it's been pretty quiet. The mallards that have come have been pretty shy. But it's always cool to be out here and you see things like this, just a big long string of geese. Not really too excited right now. A couple might hang off and come towards the pond, but you never know.
Whilst it's tempting to have a crack at these high-flying geese, the reality is that you're more likely going to end up wasting ammunition and, in the worst case, wounding birds, which is never a nice feeling. So, rather than regretting a rash decision to blast away in the heat of the moment, it's best to keep calling and hope for a breakaway bunch to swing in for a closer look, or simply to kick back and enjoy the sight and sounds of these amazing birds in flight.
There's a single Dave out front. Here comes some ducks.
So the middle of the day was very quiet, as to be expected. The birds are either camped up on a paddock or in a roost in a river somewhere, and as the evening comes on, they'll move away to find some feed.
And some bullets.
and hopefully eat some steel for dinner,
Some
yeah.
bismuth. Two on the left, two on the left, two on the left, two on the left.
Yep. Coming across there, back of our heads. Ready, Dave?
No. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm always ready now.
Here comes a single straight on. Ready?
Yep. Completely blocked my shot.
So that's the first shot I've fired in a few hours. So it's been waiting out the middle of the day really, and evening comes and there's definitely a lot more birds in the air.
Oh, here's one.
These two coming in real nice. Ready, Dave? It's 30.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Well, it feels like it's been tough going because we've been here all day. We've actually just clocked up 30 mallards. We got 4 parries early on in the day. So we're pretty chuffed really. It's plenty for a feed.
It is a wee way out there.
Yeah. There's 2 mallards as well. Coming over our top there. Real close, just over top. Here comes some parries a bit better. They're all real high. This one, Dave? Another pile of things up the front. Parries. Still a shitload more coming. You on the bird? Just straight in front of us? You alright? Yeah. Yeah. I was too busy waiting.
Blame the cameraman.
Yeah. This guy's like, you right? Yeah. And then I was behind it. So that's expected. Right on that last light, it's heating up. Mainly getting parries, but there are mallards mixed in, but we're sort of taking what we can get. Here we go. There's 2 coming over the top. Look at the feathers on that. Well, certainly hot action. They're coming in as fast as we're shooting at the moment and loading up.
Too many, eh?
No, wait for them to come in.
It always pays to stick it out till very last light, as ducks tend to return right on dark to overnight on ponds, where they feel safe away from the threat of land-based predators. There's no doubt that darkness raises the degree of difficulty, but it's also doubly satisfying when it all does come together.
Getting pretty dark.
Yeah, some duck in it.
Yeah, there's a mallard. Coming around from our left.
On your left.
Yep. Oh, nicely done, boys.
2 up top.
You think they're going to come back round on your left shoulder?
A single.
No, pair.
Beauty.
Well, we might as well finish on a high note. Light sort of dropped. It's getting dark and that sort of wraps up our episode. We're really stoked we could showcase a lot of the birds we can hunt here in New Zealand. Upland game being the pheasants, king of all game birds being the Canadian geese, and mallards and parries today. It's been fantastic.